Hello, hello. So this is my 3-month update. So 12 weeks today, I had my FUE hair transplant in Turkey at Elithair. So Elite Hair Transplant performed the surgery and it was 2,300 grafts at the front. In many ways, the 2,300 figure is quite misleading because that does sound like I needed quite a lot. So when I've looked at the pictures from before and then obviously straight after surgery, you can tell that some of it is in positions where there were some existing hairs. Now they probably were on the dying, the last leg, so maybe it would have gone back. But I guess for me, especially what I look like now, it doesn't look too different. And I guess that's the point though, isn't it? They want a natural hairline. So I went to Turkey, Elithair. I had already had 3 consultations in the UK. 2 were for foreign clinics that have like a UK base to do consultations, and then 1 was for a English clinic in Manchester. So straight away, if you're looking at my videos because you're researching Elithair or researching FUE hair transplants going over to Turkey, definitely get that free consultation in the UK. Why wouldn't you? Now, the UK one, I was quoted, I think £7,000 by one clinic. And then I'd also emailed another one who had got back and said that they would keep the hairline high to keep it natural. So again, I can't remember what they quoted the price and stuff, but it was interesting. I recently found that email to send to a friend, just the wording of it where they said that they would keep it high. So you can see the new hairs here. I mean, it's only 3 months, so these will get a lot thicker. Obviously my existing hair has grown a lot, so I've not touched this at all. I did have my second haircut since the transplant a few days ago. That was just for the back and the sides, getting it blended, and obviously I've grown a bit more facial hair again. So this side here is still struggling a bit. I mean, if you look at that, it's just not really getting thicker at the moment, which is weird because this side has, you can very clearly tell which ones are the new hairs, whereas here, that's not looking very thick. So I'm hoping that's just normal. And then obviously the existing hair is then covering it, so that's why it looks fine. Now again, here my temporal peaks, I'm looking at myself thinking, from the side, I just don't want anyone at the end of the 12-month cycle to then I don't want it to look like a receding hairline. Now, when I've looked at old pictures of myself, I have always had, like on both sides, where it goes in and then up. Some people, it just goes straight up. So I'm thinking, could they have filled more in here, especially on this side? But again, my little quote is too early to tell. In terms of my experience with Elithair, I'm happy with them. Somebody did ask me, I think it was on my first video, if I would recommend them. So based on my experience out there, yeah, sure. But I would put it all down to the results. So where I'm on 3 months now, I'd wait till at least 6 months before I'm in a position to really recommend and say, you know what, I'd definitely get yourself to Elithair. It was a YouTuber called, his channel's called Follicle Freedom Productions, a guy called James. He was posting loads of content. So he was one of the people I'd come across, and based on his results, I was like, you know what, that's where I'm going. So in terms of the process of dealing with Elithair, it was just like most of these places. Go onto their website, send in the pictures that they require, and they're always the same pictures. They ask you to take pictures from the same angles and stuff, showing off the hair. Now I obviously had some on my crown as well. I can't really tell what that looks like, I can't really see it, but that obviously is struggling a little bit as well. This is looking pretty good. This side not as much, and the crown not as much, but yeah, another 3 months and I'll be able to really tell. But obviously for you guys, if you're in a position where your hair looks like how mine looks before, or obviously worse, have a look at on a website. It'll tell you, they've got like the codes for each type of hair. I think I was C2 or C3 based on how it had receded and, the vertex and stuff. So yeah, keep doing your research, guys. Don't just be watching my videos expecting me to explain everything. Don't expect someone else to do the same. Do your research in terms of contact clinics. And yeah, if you've not had a consultation yet and you're in the UK, get a free one. If they're not free, obviously don't go to them. But if you live in London, clinics in London, they should be offering free consultations. Manchester, Scotland, wherever you may be, get yourself a consultation so you can get an idea of how much you need. Because when I sent my pictures in to Elithair, the original estimate that they gave was for about 1,800 grafts. So I've actually gone over 1,000 more in total. So it's 3,500 in total. And the extra only ended up costing like an extra 350 euros. So it's not a big difference really. So for the sake of obviously getting the crown done, I wanted it done even though I know there's no guarantee. So I am taking Regain, which is the foam. So I dab that on morning and night. I do forget some mornings, I'm not gonna lie. And then I also take the Finasteride tablets. And again, I've been taking them less than 3 months, so they've probably not even kicked in yet. So the Finasteride really is to help prevent any other areas from losing hair. So it's been added to the front here. You can't really tell, it's more under here. But obviously the middle section could fall out because that's the existing hair. So the Finasteride hopefully would stop that. So hopefully I've explained a few things. This is what I look like. Let me know what you think.